I've decided to replace some of my lathe way wiper rubber parts, and here's one that I've just replaced. I'll go over to the workbench and take a look at the next one. I've removed the steel plate from this one. This one is in bad shape. It has gotten hard and even brittle in some places. It's just falling apart. So we have some 1/8 thick rubber right here. What I'm doing is taking the metal strip and placing it over top of the rubber. And then I'm taking a felt tip pen and marking out, just tracing it out and approximating the center of the two holes. Just approximating it with just a little dot so that I can see them. I've marked along here and along there. And now we're going to cut that out. Well, we've already cut around the edges on this to make a square, and you probably can't see the lines here, but I have the magic marker lines that I can follow with the utility knife and just slice through it with a nice new blade. So there we've got the basic shape. Now we can drill the two holes, and we'll put the metal part of that on top and see where else we might need to trim that. I've got a 3/16 hand mill in the drill chuck here. It seems to work better than a drill for clearing out the rubber. And the idea here would be to drill through as close as possible to the little marks that you've made. And as soon as this thing starts to get sucked up onto the end mill, let go and turn the drill press off. There's one hole, and the other one will be similar. Now we put the screws through the metal and into the rubber, and we should have rubber protruding beyond the metal in these areas here. On the one side we're kind of hanging over a little bit too much here, and I'm just going to snip that off with some scissors on both sides. It doesn't need to hang over that much, if at all, really, in that area. So let's go mount this on the lathe. We just put that back in the screw holes, and we'll wind it back and forth and make sure nothing's scratching or scraping. It's nice and quiet. You can see right there the dirt that it's wiped away, whereas the other one certainly wasn't. And I've cleaned these ways with a rag, and it's still picking up that dirt. See the dirt line there? After replacing the wipers on the smaller lathe, I decided to have a look at the larger lathe. And I replaced those also. They weren't as bad, but they were not good. Have a look at this. This is a fairly clean way, nice and shiny. We'll wipe it with a really nice clean cloth. And we got a little bit of dirt out of it. Now watch what the wiper does here. More dirt. It'll look clean in the beginning, it'll look clean after the cloth, but it still wasn't clean. But that new wiper really does a good job. I'm very pleased that I decided to change them all.